So hi all, my name is Wasim Alam and I have 9 years of experience in the data analyst profile and I've been working with this segment for last 2 years. So right now I'm going to start my demo session. So let me share my screen first. Today you will be learning about this is your demo session. So today you will learn about Excel. Like what do you mean by Excel? If you have understood, if you know about like what is your understanding like if I ask to all of you. Guys, do you have any idea like what is Excel like? What do you mean by Excel? And if you have any idea, because
Yeah,
Mhm.
suppose we have any data and we have to do some action on that. For that, we can do some calculation or manipulating data. For that, we use Excel,
Great,
and it's easy for to manipulate the data within short period of time. That kind of things we can do. Normal.
very good, great. So yes, so Excel is a like common tool of data analytics like everyone is using in their organization where we can store like our data we can like in multiple work this is your, like one of the Excel workbook where we can store my data with large data sets like here we have some limitation of rows like 10 lakh. We can store the data with 10 lakh rows and with 16,000 columns. So here we have some limitation in Excel. So we can do some analysis, we can do some calculation for sales purpose. If you are working in sales department, here you can create one dashboard where we can do some calculation like what is the total sales of these teams like oh, group wise, like the manager wise, these things we can do. It is a good tool and I have been using for for last like 8 years in my current organization. Like I have used and I have created a lot of the dashboards. So before I'm going to start, like I'm giving some overview about your like course, like how many stages are there in Excel. Like here we have like three stages. First one is shortcut keys. So in the shortcut keys, like this is some just a little sample. You will be learning a lot of there are like 300 shortcut keys in the Excel. So I will be teaching you like 15 to 10 to 15 shortcut keys. So you can easily understand and you can do some a lot of things. I will be sharing some PDF where you will see to more than 200 to 250 shortcut keys and you can start practice on those shortcut keys. So this is your first stage like where we have two shortcut keys, basics and custom. So these are the some explanations I will teach you. After that, the second thing is formulas. Formulas is a backbone of your like Excel, because if you are going to an interview, if you are going for an interview, in that interview, like if interviewer is giving 10 questions, so out of 10 questions, like 8 questions will be coming from formulas. So formula is very important because interviewer wants to know about the logics, like how you're good in your logics. So that is the reason here we have some, these are some basic formulas. After that we have some advanced formulas like index match, sum ifs, count ifs, nest if condition, nested if conditional formatting, some product, text function, data validation, filters, these things. After that, like this will take like shortcut keys, we will cover it within 2 or 3 days maximum. After that, I will start formulas. And these formulas will take 20 to 25 days because a lot of formulas we have. Like, let me start because this is just a little bit sample. Let me open my data where I can show you like how many formulas are there. What are the importance of formulas? See formulas. Mm, these are the topics which I have completed like one by one. Like from some to till like we here we have like 50, like almost 45 to 50 formulas we have. So if I'm counting from sum sum to last proper, these are some 15 basic formulas. After that we will be entered in the advanced formulas, which will start from dollar concept. Then we will enter into VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, index match, sum if, count if, nested if, concatenate, text join, left, right, mid functions, min if like these are the aggregate functions like sum if average. Then large functions, conditional formatting. Some product is more powerful tool. They can ask a lot of the questions which is related to your some product. After that, like text function, data validation. Like in the data validation, they can ask like there are two types of drop down list. One is drop down simple and another one is dependent. Then some filters. Like before I'm going to start any field, any aggregate function, the concept of filter is mandatory, because this is very basic part, and all the logical things of sum ifs and count is related to your filters. Once you will know the concept of filter, you can easily start work. You can easily use count if sum ifs, like because all the rules are following the rules of filters. Then indirect array function, these are some extra topics. So well, I will, once I will combine the batch, then I will start the, because these are not required. Like if you know the sum product, like array functions is similar to like sum product. And let me open one excel test. Once you will start working, like let me open one excel test. Like I will be sharing some excel test. Once I will complete your once you will complete this session or day by day, then you, I will be sharing daily assignments. Like here, for example, if I am giving like, for example, assignment 12, let's move to VLOOKUP, because VLOOKUP would be your first advanced formula in Excel. In most of the companies, we use VLOOKUP, and this is very common formula. Like here, these types of assignments I will be sharing. Once I will complete the concept of VLOOKUP, whole topic of VLOOKUP, then I will be sharing some theoretical question, which is like five would be theoretical, and after five, like question number six, seven, eight will be your practical question. You need to do some practice. If you're working on daily basis, you can easily resolve any technical test where you're going to interview. Like within 2 months, or within 2 months, you will resolve any kind of question which is coming to your Excel. Now in the last batch, in this is my eighth batch. Now right now, this is the last Excel test one of my student has shared with me, like Excel test. Now question number one was related to your graph, and this is also related to your pivot table. And if I am showing you like question number two, like here, like merge the first cells and last name by using concatenate function. This is resolved. Then question number third is related to your conditional formatting. Then here we have highlighted those values which are less than equals to 30. Now here, if I type here 30, so 30 number or less than 30 numbers are highlighted with red colors, whereas 30 to 50, like greater than 30 and less than 50, is coming between 50, and greater than 50 are coming in the 70 color. For example, if I change this value as 70, now it is auto highlighted. Or if I do like 40, now it is highlighting between. So this is conditional formatting which I have applied here. Then fourth question is related to your count ifs. So if you notice, like here we have like 8 questions, 9 questions, or 10 questions. So 9 questions are coming from your formulas. So that is the reason formulas is mandatory as compared to like your pivot table and uh, like your dashboards. Formulas are very mandatory. Like dashboard is also mandatory. Like dashboard is easier as compared to your formulas, but if you know the logics of your formulas, then you can easily understand the logics of your dashboards. So that is the reason formula is very important part. We will start one by one, and we have a lot of another Excel test. Like this is one of the Excel tests. And like, okay, my system was like formatted, because I have two or three more Excel tests I will be sharing once I will start the session. And this is your weekdays. Like fixed timing is 8 to 9 from Monday to Friday. No session on Saturday Sunday. There is no session on Saturday Sunday. You have to do some practice on your weekends. Okay. Of your 5 days, of your last 5 days, you can do. I will be sharing the assignments on daily basis. Like for example, like here I mentioned like 23rd May, 22nd May 23, like how many topics we have covered one by one on date wise. then I will be sharing like this is your assignment 1, then assignment 2 I will be sharing, then assignment 5, 6, 7, 8. These are very important things, because if you're watching only the recording, or if you're attending only the live session, and if you're not practicing on your Excel or on your workbook, so like no benefit from this batch. Okay, so practice is mandatory. Understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt, guys, till this point?
Sir, any prerequisite for this course?
Like we will complete it within 35 hours. Like this will take 1.5 months. And my expectation is like, guys, session would be more interactive if you ask any question which is related to your topics, then I will be there. Okay, I will repeat. If you are not able to understand any question, anything, again I can repeat, and I will do my best. Understood, guys?
Yes, sir. So I was asking any prerequisite for this course, like someone who doesn't know anything about Excel. So that I was
Yes,
asking.
yes, sir. I will start from like if you don't know, like I will start from zero. Like what is
Scratch.
Excel? Yes, from
Okay.
scratch. Yes, I will start. No worries. After 2 months, you will become expert if you are working on your daily assignment. Like these are the assignments which I'm sharing on daily basis. After, like for example, after 9 p.m. Like today I will not be sharing an assignment because today is your demo. I will be sharing some shortcut keys. Okay, so you have to do some practice within to, like on Sunday, Sunday, no session on tomorrow and day after tomorrow. Next session will be on Monday. So today I will be sharing some shortcut keys, so you have to do work on your shortcut keys. Understood? Because today is the first topic of your shortcut keys. Now the topic of like formula is completed. Now the next thing is dashboard. Dashboard is including pivot tables, slices, and visualization graphs, because how you can create dashboard. So pivot table is very important thing. So once I will start pivot table after dashboard. Pivot table will take maximum 1 week for completing all the complex scenarios, which is based on your real time. Understood, guys? I will share like I have one of my like similar real time data. That is not your exact real time, but just similar like real time data. And this is your like big similar real time project. And I will be sharing like this is my, for example, this data. This is my real time data which I am sharing on my screen. Like how many data sets which I have faced. Like I have worked on more than 7 lakh, 10 lakhs, 6 lakhs to 7 lakhs raw data set I have worked. uh, Let me open that. And once you will start working on Excel, like if I'm talking about my past experience, like I have worked like you will not be working on your like more than 100 number of columns. Okay, you will be working between 50 to 100 maximum, not more than that. If you start working on your real time project in your any organization. Yeah. So this will take, give me 2 minutes. I'm opening my sheet. Like any doubt, guys, till this point? Guys, do you have any concern?
So I have a question.
Yeah, please.
What will be the benefit of this course?
Now, benefit of the course is like once you will start working, like if you know, like in these days, like data analytics teams are hiring like combination. They are asking for combination of Excel plus Power BI plus SQL.
Okay.
Okay, so that is the reason. Like if you know Power BI well and SQL, but sometimes you can like they can ask like question which is related to Excel, and Excel is like basic version. They will start from Excel first, then they will go to your Power BI and SQL. So here we have like once you will start working uh, on this course, like if you will be completing this course within 2 months with your practice on daily basis. So like for which profile you will be eligible? You will be eligible for data analyst first. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Data analyst first, then MIS analyst, reporting analyst, reporting analyst. These three profiles are like very important if
So
you know about
what
like
is
Excel.
this MIS analyst?
This is like management information system, and where like the row, what is the difference between like MIS and data? Like in the data there is a combination, like you have to work in multiple database and you have to store your data in your workbook. But if you're working as a MIS analyst, so most of the working you have to do, you have to store your data in most of the time in Excel. Like 70 to 80% part will be you will be working in your Excel, and 20% you will be working in other tools. So that is the reason MIS executive, MIS analyst, these are the profiles which is based on your Excel. Like if you will be going for an interview after 2 months, now one of the companies is hiring for MIS analyst. So maybe might be in that interview they will ask the question which is related to your Excel, not related to your like other tools. 90% questions they will be asked from your Excel, not from other tools. So that is the reason MIS for MIS profile. But if you are going for data analyst profile, in that case, you will be asking like they will be asking like lot of the questions from Excel, Power BI, SQL combination, Pythons, like they can ask. And reporting analyst is similar, like is a mixed up of your data and MIS. Like so, these are like similar to each other. Like because in MIS and in data and in reporting, we are managing our data and we are doing some analysis on my like large data sets on which is depend on my data. Understood?
Yes, sir. Understood. Thank you.
Great. Like here, if you notice, this is my real time data, and if you notice like how many rows, 6,34,993. And in the Excel we have some limitation like 10,48,560 576 rows are there, like, and with how many columns, with maximum column is 16,384. But if you noticed, like this is my real time data, like how many columns I'm using, 50 columns. Understood guys? Like once you will start working on Excel, so you will be working max to max 50 to 100, not more than that, in your organization, where you will see like 50 to 100 columns, not more than that. Like here, this data is like 6 lakh 34. What will happen if I got like 20 lakhs data sets, these things? So in that case, you have to store your data in SQL or MS Access. Then you can do some start like create some dashboards, which is connected to your database. So right now I'm closing this file because not required right now. This is not required. Any doubt question? Like any question, guys?
So is there any limitation for column also?
Yes, we have some limitation in column. Na? Like as I told you, like here, for example, this is a blank workbook. This is your first row. This is your first column. Okay.
Okay.
This is your column number 1, column 2, column 3, column 4. Now here, if I press Control CT, Control, then right arrow, right arrow. I will tell you what is the question. Once you will start press Control arrow. Now we have at the end of column XFD is your last column, and that is your now the column number is this is your 16,384 column. How many columns we have? We have like how many counts? 16,384. So we have 16,000 limitation of columns and 10 lakh limitation of 10 lakh 48,576 limitation of rows. Understood? But if you will be working on your real-time project, there would be like max to max 50 to 100 columns, or 100 to 50, not more than that.
Okay.
Right now, these are some version of Excel, like which like some of the versions you like Excel 2003, 2007, 2010, 13, 2016, then 365. Okay, this is my 365 version. Okay, so after time to time, new formulas were updated. Like if I'm talking about 2003, so these formulas were not there. Sum if count is these formulas. If I'm talking about like which formulas, sum ifs, count ifs, these formulas were not existing uh, in 2003 version. When they launched, when the Microsoft team launched 2007, then these formulas were updated. After that, in 2010, new formulas were updated. Now the Excel which I'm showing you on your screen, this is your latest Excel 365. We have a lot of the benefit of this version right now. So here we have like formulas part we have completed. Dashboard, let me open. Dashboard is already open. Like here, this is your pivot session. This will take like this is your real time data. Like everything is based on your this data. Here I have created multiple pivot tables for aggregation result, like for sales. Then this will take 1 week for completing your pivot session for batch 7 for the last batch which I have completed last week. Then dashboard, where is my dashboard? Let me show. This is my dashboard. Now this is very interesting part. Like now, if you know guys, like what do you mean by dashboard? Do you know about like if you know, can you please tell me guys what do you mean by dashboard? Like do you have any idea about dashboard?
I think it is graphical representation of data, kind of
Yes. And big thing is like big purpose is analysis. Like
analysis
for
purpose.
yes,
Yes.
big thing. Like for example, if you're looking at your screen, some graphs which I'm showing you, like sales portion, these are the percentage location wise sales. Like here, these are the location wise sales which I've completed. These are the quantities, and these are the month wise sales which I'm showing you. Right now, what I will do, if I click on, like for example, the data which I'm showing from April to December. Now this time, if I click on June, like this is your date slicer. If I click on July, for example, August is going on. Is there any change in your dashboard? Like everything is changed. The number calculation inside numbers are changed. Like it is also impact. If I click on September, again it is, we are showing some different result. Guys, understood what I'm showing you here?
Yes, sir.
If I click on desktop, now we are getting the sales of desktop, and how against which customer, like BrainTech Computer, Mr. Mohit are the most interested customers who are buying desktop as compared to other. Like these are our customers like purchase, like only these two customers are more interested for in our desktop item. Like this is your like manufacturing company, and if I'm once I click on laptop, so how many customers are interested, like Cyberport Communication, Lake Raj, Mr. Dev. Like this is one, this is like slicer which I'm showing you, and here you can see like Cyberport Communication, Lake Raj, and these three clients are more interesting for buying our laptop. If I click on mobile, now mobile is a big part because we got a lot of benefit from mobile as compared to other items like Cyberport Communication, Mega, Mr. Mohit, RS Infotech, Ujjwal Sharma. So these types of dashboards, this is not so complex. Okay, once you will start the pivot table, once you will know the logics of pivot, you can easily create this dashboard within 15 to 20 minutes maximum, not more than that. Understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, if I click on Mega, like what are the sales against Bangalore, Delhi, how many sales we got from different location. So the sales which I'm showing you, like Delhi 100% sales, like 20, like how many, 21 lakh 56,455 against laptop, we got the sales against Mega. If I deselect this option, like now the filter is removed. Now again in the month of May, we are getting a lot of the insights in different views. Understood, guys? This is very interesting, and everything is based on your pivot table, because here I have created multiple pivot table. Then after that, conditional formatting will be your last interesting topic. For example, let me remove the dashboard, like remove this filter from here. And these all are based on a filter topic. If you know the filter topic very well, you can easily understand what do you mean by slicers, because slicer is the extended version of your filter. Understood, guys? So filter is the separate topic. Within, like, by next week, after 2 or 3 days, I will start filter function, like by next week. Right now, for example, my manager is coming. This is one of the example of conditional formatting which I have done it here. Now my manager is coming and he's asking, Wasim, can you please show me the sales of, can you please highlight the sales, highlight the sales of, for example, here I have of April month. Right now, this is my simple data. Here, I have not used any conditional formatting. Clear rule from selected cells. Okay. Now my manager is saying, Wasim, can you please highlight the month of the moment if I click on April, the two cells will be highlighted. So if you are doing manual, then what you can do, just select your data. This is manual approach. We are doing it. Okay. Now, if I click on October, the data will be highlighted from April to October. If I click on October. Now, if you noticed, here I have applied some conditional formatting. On the basis of my conditional formatting, the data which is started from April month and ending with October. Why? Because here I have selected the last month, October. If I click on December, now now all the months are highlighted with green color. Understood, guys? And this is the magic of your conditional formatting. This would be your last topic after your dashboard. You can interact, like this will be like you can add some additional things for interactive for your interactive dashboards. Like if I click on August, from April to August. Now the another requirement is, like, my manager is saying, Wasim, why are you highlighting from April to August? Like, is it possible if you highlight only single month? So here again I have created two like these are some basic macros tools which I have used from developer tab. Like, I did not write any coding because coding is a big platform. Here I have used some button, list box and command button. This would be more interesting. Like, for example, this is your begin date, this is your end date. Right now, if I click on August, now two sales are highlighted. For example, why? Because begin date is August, ending date is September. Now, if I click on August, only one month is highlighted. This is the magic. But that is not possible if you click here July, because why is this happening? Because begin date is always less than your end date. Understood? This is the common logic. So it is based on your, like, begin date is always less than your end date. If you click on April to November, all the total sales are highlighted against these months. If you click from December, so this is the magic of your conditional formatting. Like, by this way we can do we can highlight and we can share the same report with our management. Like, understood, guys?
So can
Like,
you show one more time if I want to highlight only 1 month, like
1 month.
June?
Okay, okay, great, good question. So for right now, now the requirement is get the like, please highlight the sales of December, not for other months. So
Okay.
what you can do, just click here December. Right now, here I clicked on December. Here is my October. So right now, now the color is not highlighted. Why? Because end date is smaller than begin date. Understood? So here we need to select the same, because end date should be equals to uh, begin date or greater than begin date, not less than begin date. Understood? Right now, here I have selected December and here I have selected December. Now this sale is highlighted against this month. Understood? If I select November, now 2 months are highlighted. Again, if I select November, only 1 month is highlighted. If I select from August, so from August to November, whole sales is highlighted. So this is the logics of your conditional formatting, how to implement conditional formatting. I will cover it within two parts. This is some basic part. Before this is your last session. This would be your last session, and this would be your one point like day one of your conditional formatting. Like here, if I select A5 against, so how can you highlight it? Like against this is your A5 is your employee, and we have highlighted whole sales against this employee. Like whole column is highlighted and entire row is highlighted. If you choose A1, entire row will be highlighted. So this would be your last part of your condition formatting. Understood, guys? So shall we start now from the stage one shortcut keys? If you have understood, like these are some overviews.
So one question. In
Yes,
the
please.
real time, from where we get the data or from where we fetch the data?
In the real time, like I will be sharing these types of data. Like this is your real time, okay? And everything would be on your scenario based. Once I will start from day 2 or day 3, like for example, which data, copy of Excel notebook, I will be giving you I will teach you like with the good examples, which is based on your real time, like what is happening in these days. Like for example, these are some datas, and here i I will be giving you some real time based. For example, that part, the data which I have highlighted through conditional formatting in my dashboard, as you have seen, that is also based on your real time, na? Like these
So,
things.
my question is like, if I'm working that in industry, real time, from where they get the data? They fetch from database or they get in for
Yes,
any?
like this is not this is not mandatory. You have to fetch the data from database, like from SQL. Like might be you have to download from the SQL database, or here I'm using one of the online smart portal. Like smart recruiter is the internal tool of my organization, from where I'm downloading these excels. Okay, so these things. Or if you're working on SQL, and if the date all the data are stored in your SQL, then you have to download. Because when I used to work with Accenture, I was the part of analytics team, and I used to prepare daily like analytics dashboard. So I used to extract the data from SQL, like I use some SQL query and get the data from, like select data from India, because I was the part of some supply chain. So at the time, uh, uh, there there are like there were a lot of the data from different countries. So if I run query select data from India, so I will get the by this query, if I export the data from SQL, then data will be downloaded in CSV file. Then I can convert CSV file into Excel by these steps. Understood? Like if you're
Yes,
working in a real time.
understood.
So yes. Or maybe in some internal portal, like here, this is like a smart portal. This is my so same thing you can see in your organization, where you can download from your smart portal, where all the data are stored of your Excel, which is connected to your live connections of your smart portals, online internal portals, CRM, sometimes CRM. Have you heard about CRM? Salesforce, SAP, SAP, Business Object.
Yes, sir.
These, yeah, from these database you can download. Like it is depend on your like your organizations, which tools they're using, where all the Excel files are stored. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Over here. So
Yeah.
you just mentioned Salesforce. Currently, I'm not working anywhere. So as I understand, I can log into Salesforce developer account, and I should be able to download the data for to practice.
Actually, I did even I did not work on Salesforce, but you can get a premium from there. Then after that, you can start from the scratch from there. Or if
Okay.
you're working, yes.
No, because Salesforce, in case if we enroll as a developer ID, like student developer ID, that time what as to what I know is like the permissions are set in for people to practice on it. So so I'm not sure whether in order to get the data we'll have to take a premium membership or something like that. So I'm not aware of it.
No,
Otherwise, from
hmm,
since I'm not working, from where can I get the data for practice
I,
purpose?
I will share the my real-time data like from here. Okay,
So,
like
but wouldn't that be a breach with the company, like in case if you're sharing the data from the company?
then I will be sharing like once I will start from by next week, then I will show you like by from which data. For example, this is my data for online portal, like this is one of the report. So these
Mhm.
types of tools you will be using if once you will start your first organizations. So wherever, if the companies is using SAP or Salesforce any database, so you have to follow some manual steps from your colleagues, your senior will be giving you some downloading, like like use these steps and get the data from this database. Understand? So once you will start once you will start is any organization, once you start working, so they will let you know about how to download, because that is not a like a rocket science. Like these are not complex things, like how many steps are there. Understood?
Okay.
Yes, we have to follow like 4 to 5 steps. Like here, this is one of my smart portal here. What I will do, I will click on this data, and like this is my online portal. This is download option. Here we have two option, XLSX, and now the data is downloaded. So how many steps I have followed? 2 or 3 steps, and my data is downloaded. Understood? So similarly, once you will start working in your first organization, they will uh, they will be giving you downloaded how to download the data from which portal, and once you will get the access after that. Understood?
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, not a problem. Now the major thing is like that is your outer part, like internal part is important. Like if you know like advanced level of your Excel, so there will be good impression in your first organization. Understood? If you're doing a manual task and it is taking 1 hour on daily basis, you can do the same task within 15 minutes by using advanced Excel. Like if you're using formulas. Understood? If you're using dashboards, so you can do the same task. Understood? Once here we have some shortcut keys. Shortcut keys is a big contribution for reducing your steps. So shall we start now some basic shortcut keys?
Yes, sir.
If all the doubts are cleared,
Hello, sir.
yes, please.
We will be covering offset function also.
Offset functions, like these are some additional for function, like offset function is not like these will be covered in extra topics. Uh, once I will combine all the batch, but like be genuine, like they will not be asking offset in your interview, because uh, where is my formulas, like only these questions will be asked like in your interview. In very rarely they can ask, in some very rare they can ask like what is offset, because they will not be asking about offset and like array functions. These functions will not be asked, only these, like some product is very important, and this is also like a strong powerful formula as compared to offset and array functions. They can ask because that is based on your real time. This is mostly used. One of the Excel data which I have shown you on my Excel, like here, this data here, provide
Okay.
the count of a state. Here I have used some product, these formulas. Yes. So
Okay. So you will
because
also explain us how to import or export data in Excel.
yes, I will show you like how to import and export data from Excel.
And what about the pivot chart or the
Yes,
power
pivot.
query?
Yes,
Power.
power. Yeah, power query. Okay, power query and power edit, like power pivots are like I will also complete, because those are also like will be covered in your extra topics. So power query, like if you have you joined any Power BI session
Yes, sir.
or okay, because power query and power like pivots, they will, if you learn from your Power BI batch, same steps are there. But again, once I will complete this step, then I will combine 2 or 3 batch, or then I will start like extra, like how to use, what is the use of Power Query? I will show you. Like for example, here we have 10,48,576 data sets. Now, if you want to do some calculation on your 20 lakhs data sets, so in that scenario, you can use Power Pivot or Power Query. But those will be your extra topics. Now, these are the important topics, and these are definitely these topics will be asked in the interview. Like VLOOKUP, SUMIFs, if condition, nested if, concatenate, mid functions, and sum product, data validation, conditional formatting, average, left right function. These are very important function. Left function, right function, text to column is also useful. Nested if condition is also important part of your Excel. Understood? Then I will start dashboard. In the dashboard, pivot table, pivot charts, and conditional formatting. These all are will be covered in your dashboard section. Understood?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. And everything is depend on your filter. If you know the concept of filter, you can easily understand any kind of data which is related to your sum if, count if scenarios, anything. Okay. So right now it's 10 minutes and I will share some little bit shortcut keys. I will start. So this is your Excel. Okay. Shall we start now? Shortcut keys.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And any question till this point? So if you don't have any question, I will start from here. Any doubt?
No, sir. Please start.
Oh, sir.
Okay, thanks. So this is your shortcut. Shortcut is based on like here. I will start from scratch. This is your blank Excel workbook. We have various steps like window R is the common shortcut key in both the part. Like custom shortcut key meaning advanced shortcut key to open, explanation is to open the Excel workbook. Whereas same shortcut key is coming under basic shortcut key. Now, what do you mean by basic and custom? Like if I press Alt H, if I press Alt, now F is stand for file, H stands for home, N stands for insert, P stands for page layout, M stands for formulas. Then these all are the shortcut keys of your views. Home tab, insert tab, page layout, formulas, data review view, auto. These are developed. Like this is not required right now because this tab I have created uh, from the internally I have created. If you open the same Excel workbook in your system, so automate developer will not be showing. Understood these two? So right now, if I press Alt and if I press H, now we have entered in the home tab. Now here, these all are the basic shortcut key. Okay. So right now I'm opening one Excel. Either you can type here Excel, just click on Excel. This is first way. You can open your Excel. Just type Excel. Now blank workbook is opened right now. This is the first way. Second way is just type here window and press R. Hold your window, press R. Now this pop-up will come. Now here we need to type Excel. Now click on OK or enter. Now same blank workbook is open. Till this point, any doubt, guys? What I have done it here? How to open your Excel? Fresh Excel. Any doubt, guys?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Great. Now this is the simplest thing, how to open Excel. Now another method is if you click on your file here, if you click on blank workbook, by this option again we have opened the new Excel. Okay. So we have 2 or 3 steps. So instead of using like if typing here Excel, always use window R if all the Excel are closed, like right now, one Excel is activated on your screen. Now, if you type here Excel, this is manual way. Everybody know like this way. Now, always use window R. This is shortcut and type here Excel and click press enter, new option. Now Excel. Now let's move to the second shortcut key. We have like this is the basic shortcut Alt F and L, whereas in custom just you need to press two button control and control plus N at the same time. Then what will happen? You will get new Excel workbook. Then then I will tell you what is the difference between these two. To open the Excel workbook and to open the new Excel workbook. What is the definition? What is the difference between these two? Okay. And what are the advantage of this one and what are the advantage of this one? And what is the disadvantage of the first option and disadvantage of your second option? I will teach you one by one. So here we have opened book 5. Right now I'm closing it. Then book 3 is also open. Again, I'm closing it. Now, how many Excels are open? Right now, I'm closing dashboard. Right now, this is not required. This will be this will be useful in the upcoming session at the end. Pivot session is also not required in your day one. This Excel test is also not required. Now, how many Excel is activated on your screen? Only one Excel, which name is copy of Excel practice notebook. This one. Understood? Right now, if I use one basic method is how to open new workbook. Just click on file and click on blank workbook. Now, the new workbook is opened on your screen, which name is book 6. Understood? Now, if I close this option and instead of using this manual method, if I follow Alt, then next step is F. Just press F. Then N is a stand for new. N. Then L. L is used for blank workbook. How many shortcut keys I've used?
4.
Alt, then F, then N, then L. After that, new Excel is opened. Understood, guys? Till this point?
Yes, sir.
Again, I'm repeating like how many shortcut keys? Alt, then F, then N stands for new, L for blank workbook. Again, book 8 is open. Again, if I add one more workbook, then book 9 will be opened. Right now, I'm closing this one. Alt F N, Alt F N L. Now book 9 is open on your screen. Understood? Now, if I use Control N, because again, if you noticed, still we are following the 4 steps like Alt, then F, then L, then N, then L. Understood?
Yes,
So
sir.
again, it is consuming a lot of time. Like this will take 4 or 5 seconds, like Alt N F L, Alt F N L. 4 to 5 within 4 to 5 seconds we have opened. Now instead of using this shortcut key, what will happen if I use Control N? Now you will see the difference. Within 1 second, new workbook will be opened on your screen. Control N. Now the new workbook is opened on your screen. Understood, guys? What is the benefit of your custom shortcuts?
Yes, sir. We
So
have to
this is
do only 2
yes,
keys.
yes. So similarly, in your Excel course here, like in your Excel, we have 250 shortcut keys. I will not teach one by one because that will consume a lot of time. You have to use a logic, like if you understood like these shortcut keys, then it is your assignment. You have to work on 5 new shortcut keys on your daily basis. Understood? 4 to 5 shortcut keys. If you're working, then you will, and this is not mandatory. Like you have to complete 250 shortcut keys. If you know 20 to 25 shortcut keys in your Excel, that is enough. Understood? For your real-time project. Understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
Now these are the important shortcut keys which I have mentioned here. So that is the reason some of them like 14 to 15 shortcut keys I have mentioned it here. Now, have you seen the difference between these two? Which one is easier? Control N or this one?
So
Which one?
custom
Control N.
one is easy.
Custom shortcut keys. Very good. Now the last part is pending. Then after that, I will close the session. What is the difference between these two? Understood? Now here you can ask the question like, sir, why are you using Control N? Even you can use Window R. Understood? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Why do we use like, so what is the benefit of your like Control and Control R? Okay, so it's a genuine question you can ask from your side. Now the big reason is, now this is important part. I will copy it. This is very important part. This is some checkpoints. Checkpoints. If all the workbooks are closed on your screen, on your system, understood? In your system, in your laptop, in your system, in your PC or laptop, if all the workbooks are closed, in that case, Control N is disable function. Control N is disable. Only window R is useful in this scenario. If all the workbook, suppose if I close this workbook, right now I'm saving it. Okay. After that, I will close this workbook. Then what will happen? Right now, if you notice, Control N is working. Understood? Then I will tell you what is the reason behind it. Why Control N is working right now. But when I will close all the workbook, this will take this is very heavy file because a lot of the functions and formulas are maintained in this form, because this is complete package sheet. Okay. This is a complete package sheet. Yes, now the Excel is saved. Okay, guys, now just look at your Excel. This is your copy of Excel practice notes. Now, how many Excels are open? 2 Excel. I'm closing it, book 11, then I'm closing book copy of notebook. Now, if you noticed, is there any workbook on my screen?
No.
Oh, sir.
Now, in this scenario, if I press Control N, am I getting any Excel workbook?
No.
We got some window pop-up like, now here the function of Control and the role of Control N is different. We got the desktop pop-up option. Okay, so here please note this checkpoint. If all the workbooks are closed or inactive on your screen right now, like there is no active workbook on my screen right now, again if I press Control N, again it is not working. Okay, but right now if I press Window R, we got this pop-up. And here if I type Excel, enter, is there an Excel workbook on your screen?
Yes, sir.
So which one is like in this scenario, which one is better, Window R or Control N?
Window R.
Window R. Window R is better in this, only in this scenario. Okay. If there is no active workbook, then window R is useful. Right now, again, I'm opening my Excel. Now, this is the disadvantage of control N. Now, what is the advantage of control N? Okay. Now here again you can ask one more question. Okay. Now you have opened the Excel. Window R is useful. Okay. Then why are you using control N again for opening an Excel workbook? Like instead of using control N, just click on OK. Now book 2. Again we have opened the another workbook. Understood? With the help of window R. Understood?
Yes, sir. So both have their own advantage. Like
Yes.
if we are inside Excel sheet and we want to open new Excel, then better to use Control N. And if we're not on
Yes.
Excel sheet,
Very.
every sheet is closed, then
Yes.
Control R
Yes.
is safe to
Yes,
use.
yes, very good. Because what is the benefit of control N in this scenario? One workbook should be activated on your screen, then control N will be working faster as compared to window R. Like here, if I click again window R, book 4 is open. But again, if I use window R, now it is taking 3 or 4 seconds, 4 to 5 seconds. Now book 5 is open. Understood? But again, if I click control N, now book 6 is opened within 1 second. But again, if I use window R and again enter, this will take 4 to 5 seconds. Like 5 to 10, then book 7. Understood? Have you noticed the speed between window R?
Yes.
So as compare, if second is, if the workbook is active on your screen, in that case, control R is control N, sorry, control N is better than, is faster than, you can say, is better than window R. Understood, guys? If all the workbooks are closed, then window R is useful. If once you will open any workbook, after that, if you want to create a new workbook, then in the second scenario, control N is better. Understood, guys? Have you seen the difference between these two?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Okay, guys. So today's topic is completed like with the 2 shortcut keys. We'll connect on Monday. On Monday, I will teach you some more shortcut keys. On Monday or Tuesday, I will be completed the, like I will complete these all shortcut keys, and I will be sharing some more advanced shortcut keys with 250 shortcut keys. So I will be sharing one PDF that is your first assignment. You have to do some practice on 4 to 5 shortcut keys within this weekend. Understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, guys. Thank you so much, guys. The session was more interactive because you have asked a lot of the questions.
So
Okay.
can I ask one question?
Yeah, please.
In between conversation, you have talked about some coding. So instead of coding, you were using buttons. So do we need coding to go into deep Excel knowledge?
No, no, no. Like if you will be giving the like any interview for data analyst profile for
Okay.
MIS analyst, in that question, like here, this is also the real time data, like real time. One of the student has shared. Like if I'm sharing one Excel, if you remember, like in the starting, in the this one, this is one of the Excel test, and this is not the duplicate. This is the exact like real time data, real technical test. One of the student has shared with me. Like, is there any coding question? If you notice, like from 1 to 10 question, is there any question which is related to your coding? These
No.
all are the formulas. This is not your coding. These all are the formulas. Okay. Uh, if if a company is asking you coding, then you have to read the job description carefully, because might be they will be asking for VBA developer, Visual Basic for application, or like programming, or because VBA is a big world. Okay, so they will ask you for VBA developer, or if you are going for an automation team, so in that case you have to work on VBA. But if you're going for data analyst profile, the codings are not required,
Okay.
because if you know the Python's programming, SQL programming, and Excel, with complete Excel, with complete Power BI, only these things are enough for cracking your interview. If you know these things for a good MNC with the
Okay.
genuine.
Required for the data analyst role, no?
Yes.
Yes. And
Yeah.
but for the that MIS executive role, we have to learn only Excel.
Yes, you have to like here. This is the technical test of MIS profile.
Yes.
One of my student has shared, like he was saying like this is the Excel test of MIS profile. So these questions were asked. I think like these questions were came from Accenture. I think he was giving the interview for Accenture. So these are the questions of Accenture which he has given. I think these, understood. So these types of questions, like in every interview, questions will be same, but data will be different as per their requirement. Understood?
So will you also discuss like a real time question what asked in this interview, like in
Yes, I
real?
will. I will discuss. Like once I will start VLOOKUP, I will teach you from the day one, like from the day two, from day three. I will teach you like you will be like attending this session like you are working in an organization, and you are facing a lot of the real time scenarios, which is I will be sharing a lot of the questions, a lot of the examples I will be giving you, which is based on your real time. Understood?
Thank you, sir.
What
That
kind?
will be
Yeah.
actually more helpful because I am looking for this data analyst job, so that's why I'm learning this Excel. That will be beneficial for me.
Yeah. Great. So if you are working on real time, as I taught you in the like, as I told in this in the beginning, if you are working on all the assignments, like of my all assignments, like these are the assignments, for example, some product, these are the assignments. If you're sharing this file on the same group, like I have completed this assignment that you have shared yesterday, and if you're working, or if you're working on your weekends, that would be really helpful for cracking your any interview which is related to your data analyst profile or MIS. Understood?
Yes, sir. Understood. Thank you, sir.
Okay, great mention. So those who wants to join from Monday, they can talk to admin, because this is your this was your demo session. Okay, guys. So thank you so much, guys.
So
Happy weekend.
session will be for 1 hour or 2 hour?
Session will be 1 hour maximum,
Okay.
not more than that.
Okay.
Today was the like demo session. That is the reason I have extended more than 1 hour. I'm sorry, guys, but from Monday this will be end by 9 p.m. Understood?
Okay.
This will
Thanks for
start
this
from 8.
session, sir.
Yeah,
This was helpful, and I have learned 2-3 things about Excel.
yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thanks.
If you have any concern, you can talk to admin.